We'd like to start with a Pierce Pettis song that he doesn't usually write spiritual songs, but he did this time, and I think it fits just about anything, especially the shadow theme, where we are making the best of exposing our shadows, getting rid of things, and making more of other things. One, two, three, four. When you start to doubt that you exist, God believes in you. Confounded by the evidence, God believes in you. When you're loud, I'm going to start this song over. When you start to doubt that you exist, God believes in you. Confounded by the evidence, God believes in you. Okay, we're going to try one more time. When you start to doubt that you exist, God believes in you. Confounded by the evidence, God believes in you. When your light burns so dim and all your chances seem so slim, swear you don't believe in Him. God believes in you. When you rise up just to fall again, God believes in you. Deserted by your closest friends, God believes in you. When you're betrayed by a kiss, turn your cheek to another fist. Does not have to end like this. God believes in you. Oh, everything matters if anything matters at all. Everything matters no matter how big, no matter how small. God believes in you. God believes in you. When you're so ashamed that you could die, God believes in you. And you can't do right even though you try. God believes in you. Blessed are the ones who grieve, the ones who mourn, and the ones who weep. Sorrow you sow, but in joy you reap. God believes in you. Oh, everything matters if anything matters at all. Oh, everything matters no matter how big, no matter how small. God believes in you. God believes in you. God believes in you. Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you, Dallas Talley. Dallas has been playing as a single performer for most of his life, and he really enjoys bringing his music to churches. So thank you for being here today, Dallas. We also want to acknowledge our amazing music team. We have Cerny, Arnie, and Dave. And they're bringing their vibrational difference to our service each week. Welcome to the light and love that is Unity of South Sound. My name is Anita Landry, and it's my joy to welcome you to our Sunday morning celebration service. We hold that you are not here by accident this morning, but by divine appointment. Unity provides a positive path for spiritual unfoldment. We teach inspiring, practical spirituality, something you'll experience each Sunday lesson to enhance your personal journey on your spiritual path. If you have any questions, concerns, or joys to share, you can visit our website and go to the Contact Us page at unityofsouthsound.org. Or you can write down and place it in our share box on the little table on your way into Wesley Hall. At this time, we also invite you to double check to make sure your cell phone is on silent. Now we invite you to relax, reconnect, and center in the truth of who we are. Will you please join me in saying our opening affirmation? There is only one presence and one power active in my life and in the universe: God, goodness, omnipotence. Our mission statement: inspired by the divine, as an inclusive spiritual community, we explore and express our highest potential. Our vision statement: present and centered in divine love, we co-create a peaceful and awakened world. And our core values: we are love, joy, abundance, spirit guided. And now Reverend Megan will lead us in an opening prayer.
Good morning. There's two things going on today: the topic of the talk and a sea of green and blue. So we know that today is an important day, and that's why some of you aren't here. And I want to invite you all to do this. Get your hands together to warm up, because, and I just have to apologize, but when they reprogrammed the heating system, they bypassed Sunday morning, so the heat got turned on way too late. So we just know that our inner warmth is allowing us to feel the radiance that we are, and that collectively it will become just so warm we can hardly stand it. And as somebody said, in August we'll be grateful to have this temperature. So let me light the light that we are as a reminder. Okay. This is the worst thing there. And we take a moment to close our eyes, to breathe in the awareness that we are divine by nature. And we feel that radiance within, igniting as we bring our awareness and intentional focus to the divinity within us. And we call that forth in everything we think, say, and do. Know that I am one with that presence and power. I am one with that presence and power. And we send that forth from ourselves into the greater community, into our country, into the world, into all humanity. And especially to the leaders of our nations. That as we awaken to the truth of who we are, we always choose to discern the highest and best good for all people, inclusively. To know that as we realize our potential, we become a blessing, and therefore we are all blessed. And so this morning, we hold the high potential for our Seahawks. We hold the high potential for our leaders. We hold the high potential for all those that are challenged with some aspect of life. And we know the truth, and that the truth will set us free, and so it is. Amen.
We want to take a moment to thank all of you who might be joining us for the first time in person or online. Thank you for sharing your consciousness and your love with us. If you're a first-time visitor in person, we invite you to raise your hand. Hi. Welcome. And keep it up so that our ushers can bring you a welcome packet of helpful information about our ministry, along with a special gift, a winged heart charm to remind you that we are one in spirit and always welcome here. We also encourage you to sign our guest book at our sanctuary entrance so we know who you are. And is there anyone visiting us from another Unity Center today? Okay, well, welcome back, everyone. And we affirm and trust that everyone who comes to Unity will feel at home. And as we engage in getting to know each other, we are always delighted in seeing you again. Wherever you are on your journey of faith, you are welcome here. For we honor and respect the choices your soul makes on its spiritual journey. Now to our newcomers, our live streamers, and our friends joining us this morning, we want to share our Unity blessing. We love you, we bless you, we appreciate you, and we behold the divinity you are. And now I want to invite Reverend Megan up to help me. And we want you all to know that you can check out our upcoming events and activities and mark your calendars. For those attending in person, you can go to the connections table in the fireside room after the service for volunteer opportunities and program information, and our staff are available to assist you.
And today, the Drumming in Unity Circle happens right after the service at about 11:45 for about an hour. It's downstairs in our banquet hall. If you don't have a drum, drums are provided. Oh, it's going to be upstairs in that room over there? Yeah, so you just go through there and then you keep going and you find stairs that go up, and there's a room up over there.
Ask
All right.
someone, we're friendly.
Yes, and everyone's welcome to join us, and you'll get out of there plenty of time to go watch the Seahawks game.
And a Course of Love study group will not be meeting tonight due to the Super Bowl, but they will resume meeting next week on February 15th.
See how our lives revolve around important things like that. The LGBTQIA Spiritual Connection Group meets next Sunday. No conflict with the Super Bowl. Our meeting always meets the third Sunday of the month from 1 to 2:30 p.m. in the fireside room, which is just on the other side of this wall. And if it resonates with you, bring a friend, join the vibrant, inclusive community.
We have our Health and Wholeness Acupuncture in the Round Healing Circle next Sunday downstairs in our banquet hall. It's only $25 per person, and there is a sign up as space is limited, so please see LaDonna Peterson. Hi, LaDonna. And she'll let you know if there's a wait list or what the availability is.
Yeah, but please check in online, that really helps. And coming up February 14th, that's next Saturday. Oh my goodness. Things just happen so fast. That happens to be Valentine's Day. So we're having a special annual vow renewal event to celebrate your love this Valentine's Day. This is an inclusive ceremony for couples of all orientations, married or not. And if there's anybody that would like to make it legal a ceremony, you can bring a Pierce County marriage license, and I'd be happy to make that happen for you. It's only $25 per couple. Details are online and in our e-news. We do need your reservation to prepare or your special experience and the handouts that we have for you. And there are 2 times that you can sign up for, 3:30 or 5:30. So there's plenty of time to plan your Valentine events for the evening around that. Ask at the Connection Center if you have any questions, but it'll be a really lovely time.
And when was the last time you shouted out, bingo? You will have the opportunity next Sunday to join us for Bingo Family Fun. We will have pizza, prizes, community engagement. So you'll join us after hospitality for 2 hours of fun right over in Wesley Hall for our annual Youth and Family Ministries Bingo event. Bring the whole family and everyone will win.
That's right, and it's really fun. It's very fun. And then we set up all that fun for the next Sunday for our annual business meeting. Cheer, yay, yes. So Sunday, February 22nd, we invite you to participate in our 2026 annual business meeting held after service, but after we have a fabulous potato bar put on by our Youth and Family Ministry, so you will be fully present to what we're doing. We will be doing important business, celebrating our successes, looking at our finances, reviewing our budget for this year, voting in new board members, and asking you to approve a whole new set of bylaws that brings us up to date with the language and honors the governance of doing online ministry along with in-person. We didn't have that language in our current bylaws. So lots of important things. There is a mailing going out to members this week, at least by the 12th, that will give you all the information you need to review. And we look forward to having you here on the 22nd. Yeah.
And remember to stay connected. Sign up for our weekly e-news to get all of the good news delivered every Thursday to your email inbox. Visit our website and explore the red member resources box for Sunday message reflection guides, establishing or updating your member directory account, board information, and more. Stay in the loop with all things Unity. And join us for hospitality after the service today for our Seahawks Super Bowl tailgate celebration.
See how that theme is? Yes, and right now I have a special opportunity. At the second Sunday of every month, we honor one of our sacred service teams and the difference that they make in our community. And so this Sunday, I want to honor our Sunday service team. Our Sunday service team are the ones that help set things up. They distribute the packets, they set up the tables. There are troubleshooters, they're working behind the scenes. It's a very important team. So I'm gonna call our members up, and Anita, if you could help me by passing out our roses, that would be great. Candace Robeck, who is the leader of this team, come on up here. Barbara Baumel. She may not be here today. David Sandal Hill. Are you here, David? There you are. Linda Ash. Jan Genos. You've been a helper on the team. Cindy Iger, who is not present today. Go ahead and come on up, Jan. And new members of the team, Laura Romero and Christian Romero. Come on up. And we have a couple of people that have been, we call them our honorable mention, that have really helped kind of behind the scenes. Paul Moorish. And I think Evelyn, I think you've been helping. Is there anybody else that has helped out our Sunday service team? We really want to acknowledge you. Move on over here. Okay. I'm going to grab my phone so we can get a picture of everybody. Okay. Smile. There we go. Now let's bless these God lights. We love you, we bless you, we appreciate you, and we behold the divinity you are. Bless you and thank you. And I also want to just acknowledge that sacred service teams and the volunteers in this community make a difference. So if you're looking for a way to serve, you can sign up at the connections table. We have a brochure that lists our teams. We're always looking for ways, and sometimes it's just an event here or there. So thank you for making a difference at Unity of South Sound.
And you can get your own.
Yes.
Now I want to invite our song leaders forward. And I invite all of you to stand if you're able and join with our song leaders as we join in our congregational song.
I open my heart to love. 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 I open my mind to peace. 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 I open my soul to joy. 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 I open my heart to love. I open my heart to love. I open my mind to peace. I open my mind to peace. I open my soul to joy. I open my soul to joy. I open my life to live. 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 Good job.
Now, take a brief moment to greet those around you with a Namaste community greeting. Especially take a moment to reach out to someone you haven't met. If you're not a hugger, give a Namaste bow. Namaste, I behold the divinity you are. Anita.
Anita, what's your role here?
Well, I do.
I send my love. You want to do it with me?
Yeah.
Okay, we invite you to find your way back to your seat as we prepare for our next congregational song.
After service. I send my love over the mountains. I send my love over the sea. I send my love into the heavens, and it returns to me. I send my joy over the mountains. I send my joy over the sea. I send my joy into the heavens, and it returns to me. I send my peace over the mountains. I send my peace over the sea. I send my peace into the heavens, and it returns to me. I send my love over the mountains. I send my love over the sea. I send my love into the heavens, and it returns to me. And it returns to me. Amen.
I found our inspirational reading for today from the Daily Word archives. It's from July 13th, 1962, so the language is a little different than today, and they use the word man to mean all people. So just wanted to get your mind, allow that to just get the message and don't worry about the words too much. The word is no darkness. Christ is my light that never fails. Fear of the dark is part of man's ancient fear of the unknown. In the light, man can see exactly what the problem or challenge is, and he can meet it squarely. It is only in the dark that courage dwindles and wisdom and strength seem useless against unseen adversaries. There may be times in life when darkness seems to sweep over us, times of trial or sorrow when we feel as powerless and afraid as a child in a dark room. But there is a light that can dispel this kind of darkness. There is a light that can shed its radiance into every dark corner and give us new courage. It is the light of the Christ within. The Master said, "I am the light of the world. He that followeth me shall not walk in the darkness, but shall have the light of life." What a wonderful promise this is. We need never be in the dark about any problem or situation. We need never be afraid because we cannot see clearly the way to go. We can turn to the Christ Spirit within us for guidance, and He will give us all the light we need to scatter the darkness. And the scripture is from John 8:12. He that followeth me shall not walk in darkness.
And so we prepare for our time of sacred meditation and time within. And to do that, I invite you to join me if you would like. The song to set a vibration into our experience, the prayer protection song. The light of God surrounds me, the love of God enfolds me, the power of God protects me, the presence of God watches over me wherever I am, wherever I am, wherever I am, God is. I am the light of God. I am the love of God. I am the power of God. I am the presence of God. Wherever I am, wherever I am, wherever I am, God is. And we take that presence and power, the love and the light, into our indwelling beingness. Gently closing your outer eye as we breathe into our heart space and allow the vibration of our prayer bowl to open your heart to receive. I breathe in the light of God into this moment. I feel it touch every cell of my being. As again, I breathe it in. And with my next exhale breath, I gently release anything and everything that is not one with the light of God, of the divinity that I am. I breathe in the love that is God. And I feel the infinite love dwelling within me awaken. I feel the blessings when I allow the love that I am to open and receive, and then to gently give back. I breathe in the power that is God, that strength and energy that allows me to be a magnificent force in this universe as I demonstrate my potential in everything I think, say, and do. So I honor that presence within me now. And I breathe out anything that diminishes my strength and inner power. And I breathe in the presence of God, the activity that is is breathing in and through and as me in this very moment. And I am grateful. For I know when I bring my presence into this moment, I become the eyes, the ears, and the very expression of God. And so into a moment of silence, I allow myself to be one with all that I am, all the aspects that allow me to experience my wholeness. I just breathe it in. And again, I breathe. I breathe in the realization that I am one with the presence and power. And as I come back into this moment in time, I come with a sense of gratitude, opening my eyes, renewed, refreshed, to the wonder of the world and the opportunity that I have to make a difference. And so it is. Amen.
There's a new world on the horizon, made of life and not of stone, holding out to all creation. You are not alone. Lions and lambs, saints and sinners, best of friends and enemies, woman and man, winners and losers, they are all in you and me. We are one heart, looking for answers, one soul, finding our way in the dark. One dream we share together. We are all a part of one heart. Out in the cold, there are faces hidden by the wind and rain. Reach out your hand, someone will take it and bring you home again. We are one heart, looking for answers, one soul, finding our way in the dark. One dream we share together. We are all a part of one heart. Around the world tonight, all the fires are burning tears are falling from the sky, still the world keeps turning. We are one heart, looking for answers, one soul, one dream we share together. We are all a part of one heart looking for answers, one soul finding our way in the dark, one dream we share together. We are all a part. We are all a part. We are all a part of one heart.
Thank you, Dallas. What a blessing this morning. It's always lovely to have you and Linda back with us. So thank you. I feel like I should be dancing. It's like we should all be dancing, right? Oh my goodness. So, over the past few weeks, we've been listening to what winter has been offering us as a spiritual teaching. Perhaps there's a lesson right here in this experience that we haven't recognized yet. So we've been exploring the reflection as a doorway to renewal, rest as sacred medicine, and nature as wisdom. Each message has invited us to slow down, to turn inward, and to trust that something meaningful is happening even when growth is not obvious. So we've recognized winter does not rush transformation, it prepares the ground. It prepares our inner foundation. And today we want to continue this journey by looking at what often waits just beneath the surface of our awareness. The parts of us that are quieter, less visible, and sometimes uncomfortable to acknowledge. This is the gift winter offers in a deeper way. An invitation to notice not only what is emerging, but also what has been hidden. In spiritual teachings, we often focus on the light, the love, the healing, and those are essential. Yet winter reminds us that wholeness requires more than brightness alone. It invites us to not fix or force growth, but to go deeper, much deeper. To sit with what is hidden, to explore what has been pushed into the shadows, misunderstood, or judged in ourselves or in our world. So today, that includes our own inner shadow. Carl Jung gave us the language of the shadow, describing it as those parts of ourselves that were rejected early on through fear, shame, misunderstanding, or lack of love. He famously said, "The shadow is the person you would rather not be." I think I can relate to that. Something that we want to hide from the world. Jung also warned us that what remains unconscious does not disappear. It simply operates behind the scenes. And as he put it, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. So, winter gives us permission to go there, to explore the darkness without trying to fix it or ignore it, to listen without judgment, and to trust that even when we have avoided, what we have avoided carries wisdom and possibility. So today, as part 4 of our 5-part Gifts of Winter series, we are invited to embrace our shadow, personally, collectively, and spiritually. not to dwell in it, but to reclaim our wholeness. Winter teaches us that darkness is not the enemy of light. Darkness is where transformation begins. So, why does the shadow matter? One of the most misunderstood ideas in spirituality is that enlightenment means becoming more positive, more loving, and more light-filled. While those qualities matter in New Thought spirituality, wisdom reminds us that wholeness is the goal, not perfection. Wholeness is the goal, not perfection. Debbie Ford, in her book, The Dark Side of the Light Chasers, writes that our shadow is not here to sabotage us. It's not. It's here to teach us. And she says it is by embracing all of who we are that we earn the freedom to choose what we do in this world. So in my own life, I have come to realize that the qualities that I've resisted, the most, like impatience, anger, grief, intolerance, vulnerability, they were not flaws to eliminate. They were signals pointing towards something unhealed and something powerful calling to be transformed. So when I stop fighting those parts of myself and start listening, they become teachers, shining light on the path to wholeness, to discovering something of value within myself, within each of us, something I had not recognized as beneficial to acknowledge before, because I was busy trying to avoid it. And it becomes a gift that is always realized when we seek the depth of our darkest fears, pain, and shame. And it's a lifetime process. But the gift is always there. So the shadow holds pain, yes, but it also holds passion, creativity, leadership, and courage that is in some way something we once believed was unsafe to express. Debbie Ford put it this way: what you cannot be with will not let you be. So, Daniel Goleman, who is an American psychologist, author, and science journalist, offered this insight. The range of what we think and do is limited by what we fail to notice. That's really important to get. And because we fail to notice what we fail to notice, there is little we can do to change. So we have to notice. Shadow work begins with noticing. Another author, Bill Plotkin, who is an echo-depth psychologist and agent of cultural regeneration, in his book, Wild Mind, a very cool book, describes the shadow not as what we know about ourselves and dislike, but what is true about us that we do not know at all, and would sincerely deny if accused of it. That is very humbling, but is also freeing. So winter slows us down enough to notice what we normally rush past: our reactions, our judgments, our emotional triggers, big ones, patterns that repeat. These are not moral failures. They are invitations to explore and embrace the gift winter offers as a spiritual practice. So there's 4 dimensions of the shadow. This morning I want to explore these expressions of the shadow: individual, organizational, cultural, and collective. We're just going to touch on the surface of them. Each one mirrors the others and is important for integrating wholeness. The first one is our emotional shadow. Bill Plotkin teaches that the shadow forms as a survival strategy. As children, we learned what was acceptable in our family, in our culture, in our environment. And anything that did not fit was pushed out of awareness to keep us safe and loved. If you think about it, you could probably come up with some of those things. Some of those traits were what he calls the sinister shadow, qualities like anger, envy, selfishness, or fear. And yet, we can also discover that our sinister shadow holds something sacred of ours. our deepest passion. The other shadow traits were he called the golden shadow, are gifts that felt too big, too powerful, too divine to claim. A golden shadow often reveals itself through admiration. When we are deeply inspired by someone else's brilliance, confidence, or compassion, we are often seeing a reflection of our own unrealized potential and get that unworthy message, which isn't our truth. So the work is not to shame the shadow, it's to reclaim what was exiled. Because wholeness is all of those things. So practical practice for the individual shadow would be to notice strong emotional reactions, both positive and negative. Just notice what you respond to and ask yourself, what part of me is being reflected here? What part of me is being reflected here? And then journal without judgment. Let curiosity replace criticism. Begin to discover what you react to in others and what you have tried to hold on to as a safe place, and see if you can discover something that is ready to be expressed. Gently reclaim a quality that you once believed was unsafe to express. This is deep and transformative work. And this is how wholeness returns, not by fixing ourselves, but by welcoming ourselves back. Welcoming ourselves back, a gift realized. So then we look at the organizational shadow. Every spiritual community has a shadow, including unity organization and every individual spiritual center, such as ours. We value positivity, peace, love, and wholeness, right? These are beautiful principles. But when we deny anger, grief, conflict, fear, or disappointment, they do not disappear, they go underground. So John Wellwood, a clinical psychologist, teacher, and author, known for integrating psychological and spiritual concepts, named this tendency spiritual bypassing. You may have heard of this. It's using spiritual ideas to avoid emotional reality or unresolved pain. I like what Melissa Renzi, she's a social worker, but also a trauma-informed yoga teacher and community builder. And she defines spiritual bypass as a term that describes attempts to rise above and effectively deny unpleasant emotions, experiences, and realities in order to feel good and avoid discomfort and painful truths instead of healing it. So signs of spiritual bypassing include pretending everything is fine. You know that one? Avoiding conflict, emphasizing positivity, or dismissing real pain with spiritual language. We just want to appear okay. And I know I need to work on that because I like to avoid those things, just like probably most of us. New Thought spirituality does not ask us to bypass reality. It invites us to transform it through awareness. And this is a significant difference. So practical practice for organizational shadow is to allow space for honest emotion in yourself and within the community. To notice when something comes up, maybe change around finances or leadership, and there's a concern around that. So practice speaking truth with compassion. Instead of trying to rush to smooth it over, be willing to listen and to consider, what is the issue being presented here? Ask, what are we avoiding that wants healing? What are we avoiding that wants healing? And we will be exploring that in our Visioning, Healing, and Wholeness Circle in March, so just stay tuned for more on that. Remember that love includes honesty, not just harmony. And we have a part in this transformational healing process. So are we willing to engage that? Then we look at the cultural shadow. Our nation has a shadow. We see it in prejudice, inequality, greed, systematic injustice. It is widely exposed in our current culture, I believe. What makes it a shadow is not only in its existence, but it's our denial of it. We want to avoid it. We want everything to be okay. Spiritual language can sometimes unintentionally contribute to this denial. And I say unintentionally. Statements like, I do not see color. All lives matter. We are all one. May be true in absolute reality, but harmful when they are a race lived experience in the relative world. It avoids addressing the reality of our experience. And that's why it's important to engage the conversation. There is a powerful reminder worth repeating. There is no unity without peace. There is no peace without justice. There is no justice without accountability. There is no accountability without truth. And there is no truth without courage. So Winter asks us to not push to reconciliation without repair. Powerfully important for true healing and transformation. Practical practice for our cultural shadow would be to listen to voices different from our own. To really be willing to hear without trying to fix or justify. Learn without defensiveness. That can be a challenge for us. To be open to understanding that a difference does not necessarily mean wrong or the enemy. To acknowledge history without rushing past it, because oftentimes our history is setting into motion the experience of now. And if we don't understand that, we can't put it in a perspective, and it can honor what our next steps will be. And so we want to ask ourselves, what truth am I being asked to face with courage? That is a powerful question for our country right now. It allows us to be present to what is being called into the light, and this is how we can participate in transforming our current culture. And finally, we look at the collective shadow. Alethea Luna, a spiritual writer, author, and educator, describes the collective shadow as the accumulated pain and harm carried across generations. I find that really valuable to understand. She said it lives not just in history books, but in bodies, systems, and unconscious patterns. We cannot erase it, but we can engage it consciously. And this is more relevant now more than ever. I really see how this shadow work can be a part of our healing and transformation, starting with ourselves, but how we work within our communities and our country. The collective shadow works deep to keep us humble. It keeps us open. It keeps us growing. It is necessary for humanity's transformation. And examples of the collective shadow include religious discrimination, racism, ageism, ableism, homophobia, and anything that others, the automatic habits of dividing people into us, people like me, and them, people that are different than me. And any actions that condemns, rejects, or diminishes certain individual groups. I think we have some work to do with our shadow. Practical practice for the collective shadow is to expand our circle of awareness. Expanding our awareness is such a foundational part of spiritual practice. To notice where you unconsciously other people. Practice humility when you make mistakes, because that's all it is. It means an opportunity to try another way again. And to choose one cause that genuinely calls your heart and take action. I know many of you are doing that already. To be part of what we are co-creating into our next generation. Because that's what we're setting up. So, Debbie Ford reminds us that to be divine is to be whole, and to be whole is to include everything, light and dark, strength and fear, wisdom and confusion. The purpose of shadow work is not self-improvement. It is self-integration. Self-integration. And it's something that we do for our own spiritual growth and development, not something that we point out to another that they should be doing. That is spiritual malpractice. For when we see something we discern needs improvement in another, it is mirroring our shadow back to us, to the work that is ours to do as well. So the gift Winter offers through embracing our shadow is to realize when we stop hiding from ourselves, we stop hiding from life. Winter teaches us that nothing in nature is wasted, not decay, not darkness, not rest. And the invitation this season is simple and profound: to notice, to welcome, and to reclaim. So as we move into this week, I invite us to practice one gentle act of shadow awareness. Pause when you feel triggered. Listen when discomfort arises. And ask with compassion, what is seeking to be known here? What is seeking to be known here? And know that wholeness is not achieved by becoming something else. It is realized by embracing who we already are. All those parts of ourselves. And like winter itself, this work prepares the ground for a more authentic, grounded, and amazingly beautiful spring. So let us embrace our shadow, not as something to overcome, but as something that completes us, to know that by embracing the shadow, I reclaim my light. And we don't need Puxatawny Phil to determine that for us. And I suggest that we embrace the dark side just like the Seahawks. It makes us whole. So that's all we need to know, right? God bless.
At this time, we'd like to invite our ushers forward for our love offering. And for Dallas Talley, prepare for his next song. This is the time in our service where we have the opportunity to share our financial blessings with this community in demonstration of the prosperity law of giving and receiving. You can give in several ways. Visit our website and click the donate button for secure online giving options. We invite you to consider setting up an automatic monthly or weekly gift to Unity of South Sound. Ask our staff if you'd like assistance. If giving here in person, use the offering envelopes in the pews and place them in the offering plate as it passes. For recurring donors, please place the green blessing card from the holder in front of you in the offering plate as a tangible representation of your donation. Whichever way you make your financial blessings, we hold these gifts in this moment in our hands and in our hearts and affirm together. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I am in perfect balance and flow with the universal tides of giving and receiving, and we are truly blessed. Amen.
One, two, three, four. After all these years, I'm starting to see that we're all threads in a tapestry, woven together, your life and mine, till our hearts and bones are intertwined. The road of life may lead us far from where we all begin. sooner or later, the hands of time lead us back in to the grand design. Out on life's highway, out on life's highway, we feel alone as every bend leads us further from home. Our paths divide, we take our chances and pray our loved ones will understand us. We don't always know which way to go, so we navigate by heart. But in time, we come to learn that every road is part of the grand design. It's something I believe. Now I find it comforts me. I've come to love mystery. The grand design is with us all along. The last goodbye and newborn song. But in the end, we all belong to the grand design. We can rise up high, see the whole road, how far we've come and where we'll go. See how our pathway crosses each other. We know how much we need each other. In this living tapestry, each thread is someone's road. And one day from a higher place, we may know the grand design. It's something I believe. Now I find it comforts me. I've come to love mystery. The grand design is with us all along. The last goodbye and newborn song. But in the end, we all belong to the grand design. The grand design. The grand design. The Greg Tamblyn song. Thank you, Dave and Arnie, Cerny.
Thank you again, Dallas Talley. Beautiful song choices this morning. And Cerny, let's welcome in our children. Let's bless these God lights. We love you. We bless you. We appreciate you. And we behold the divinity you are. And Mom, you may join us. And now let's stand as you're able and turn to face the center aisle so we can honor and sing to each other in community, holding your hands high as we affirm our prayer for protection. leading into singing our peace song, sending peace out to the entire world.
Together, the light of God surrounds us. I am the light. The love of God enfolds us. I am the love. The power of God protects us. I am the power. The presence of God watches over us. I am the presence. Wherever I am, God is. Wherever God is, I am. And we are one. Hit it, maestro. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to me. With God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every breath I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment, peace and harmony. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. And so we call forth the wholeness in every being walking this planet, and especially we hold the wholeness and the potential that is demonstrated in and through and as our Seahawks as they win the Super Bowl today. God bless them. Yes. Tailgate party to that direction.